Can all have different opinions and discuss them peacefully. The only problem is, one of the streamers, Danger Zone, is some kind of shady fella, because in his live stream defending Lillee, he actually maliciously doxed a fellow creator named Creepshow, who was also outspoken about Lillee.
I can go ahead and just click this right here and go boop, 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 boop. And then I can
That's
go ahead and get her
genuinely
email
shocking
address.
fact.
So let's just go ahead and check out what her email address.
Are you serious?
@gmail.com.
This is torture.
So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that right
You're
there.
torturing me and everyone else watching.
Now luckily, he got the docs wrong, but he was also trying to get her phone number through her emails. He was trying to use programs to find more info on her. He's just an all-around shady fellow. If you can't get your point across without having to threaten or scare someone, then your point must not be that strong. And Lillee and her mom were cheering this man on the entire time he was doing it.
Bruh.
Something really great just happened, y'all. Primink, a creator who I've followed since he had like 20,000 subs, just did a video on Lillie Jean. And as you know, I just interviewed another creator to try to prepare for a video on the same topic. Luckily, I've got pretty much everything done, and Primink's video did a pretty good job of covering the base of everything. So I'm going to cover some of the things that Primink brought up that he didn't go into detail on so that people have a resource for that. So let's get into it. Lillie Jean, is her following fake? Is her following not fake? And what's with all of the bullying slash doxing slash craziness happening in the background? Let's go.
Bruh.
The whole story follows from what Primink just put out. So go watch his video first if you haven't seen it yet. But if you have seen it, you would know that this deals with a pretty big creator known as Creepshow Art, who's really good. So if you're not following Creepshow, make sure you do. And her interaction when breaking down her opinion on the Lillie Jean story. If you watch Creepshow Art's original video, which I'll put up here, you'll hear that Creepshow just gave her opinion and did a pretty damn good job of it. And when you end the video, you realize that, you know, just because Creepshow feels this way, you don't have to. But there's a lot of good points that are made that really allow people to believe that Lillie Jean was buying her following, or at least, let me correct myself, her mother probably was, not Lillie Jean. But later on, after Creepshow did her video, other creators started to weigh in and talk about it, and that's where the ARPANET came in. And I've actually talked about this in a video too, but ARPANET used Instagram's, he claims to have used Instagram's API to build a database of Lillie Jean's followers, which in the end really showed suspicious activity. People started to notice this on Instagram, and Instagram eventually was notified to take a look at the account. And right after Instagram got involved, Lillie Jean started losing subscribers so fast that it couldn't have been normal. It couldn't have been people clicking unsubscribe or unfollow. Obviously, what was going on was Instagram was detecting these spam and fake accounts, deleting them from Instagram, banning them, and removing them from the creators they were following, which took her down very fast, under 1 million people on Instagram. Also, like Primink said, and like Creepshow's brought up, she started losing brand deals, and I think that this is what led to the things we're going to talk about, which is the reaction of the community, both sides, because one side of the community took this and said, yep, obviously the bigger creators used evidence, used logic, took the side that was logical, followed what was there, and came to this conclusion that these followers were mostly fake, or a big portion of them were bot and fake. So this is Instagram responding. But there was another group that started backing Lillie Jean, and we've talked about a couple of these people in some of our other stories, like the non-sex story, which is the story of a YouTube channel that's in court right now to find out who's going to own it, who's going to owe money to who because of it. If you haven't seen that, you can watch a couple of my last videos on that, but the final video is coming out very soon. Though, the people that are backing the idea that Lillie Jean and her mother didn't do anything wrong, all of them have a few things in common with Lillie Jean's mother. They like to use social media constantly and defend themselves or claim that they're good people constantly on social media without really showing any evidence of this thing. Then also, they like to cry that others are bullying them when really you don't see much evidence of that, aside from some random accounts making some harsh opinions, but you do see confirmed evidence of them bullying other people.
Because in his live stream defending Lillee, he actually maliciously doxed a fellow creator named Creepshow, who was also outspoken about Lillee.
I can go ahead and just click this right here and go boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop,
Sorry, I just think I'm too stupid to understand this.
boop, 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 boop.
That's a genuinely shocking fact.
Are you serious? This is torture. You're torturing me and everyone else watching. Wait.
Man, it's getting hot in here. I hope you don't mind. I unbutton a couple buttons here. I hope you don't mind that. You a stupid hoe. 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 You a stupid hoe.
With the things that obviously Primink brought up near the end of his video with Elusive Man, or the Defango that he brought up, Danger Zone, different names for him, doxing Creepshow Art. This instigated me to make this video because Creepshow Art giving her opinion should not be met with a threat to reveal her identity and her address and her phone number like that was being made, as you saw in Primink's video. See, I want to go into a little bit about this, and I want to because the group that is helping Lillie Jean, we know that this guy tried to dox Creepshow. What you may not know is that that guy also tried to dox me years ago, and then again recently. Also, though, the other person who has been defending Lillie Jean, Steve McRae, tried to dox me too, and I busted him on a live stream. Guess where he was on that live stream? Well, as some of you know if you've watched my channel, he was on Defango or Elusive Man or Danger Zone's channel when he all did this. Cut to the clip.
Now, I'm not making that claim. I'm just saying that that would be a good title. If we want to like label people.
Apparently, Uni's mad that I doxed him.
This person labeled me.
That's a true story.
This
Wait,
person,
you hold on.
this person labeled me, tried to label me a rape apologist.
So wait a minute. I stepped away for a second. What true story is?
Oh yeah, somebody in the chat was like, "Uni's going on right now on his stream about how I doxed him," and I mean that's technically a true story, I guess. I mean, and later on, I made some LARP Wars videos that just was me going and looking at that stuff and being all like, "Ooh, UNIRock."
The name is right. The birth date is right. The town in a particular state in the Midwest is right. No, I'm not going to go into depth just how much I know. Just know, Uni, you don't want to fuck with me.
How old is you? There's two people with his name, and I don't know which. One was 36, one was 38.
So really the Lillie Jean story, because of the actions of Lillie Jean and her mother, as you saw in Primink's video, supporting the behavior of Steve McRae when he did these things, and supporting the behavior of the other YouTuber involved when he did the doxings of Creepshow. Since Lillie Jean and her mother were backing it, cheering it on, and pushing it, you see that all of them have this in common, especially when you factor in that Lillie Jean's mother, or her Lillie Jeans MOMager, has called people's jobs very sloppily. She ended up calling the wrong person's employer and complaining about the wrong person. She didn't get the intended result, which was the person that she wanted to be doxed to get doxed. She did it to a random person. Or did she? Because this is what I want to discuss a little bit. Steve McRae attempting to dox me, Defango, Elusive Man, or Danger Zone attempting to dox Creepshow Art, and Lillie Jean and the MOMager trying to dox separate people, call their employers and threaten them, and strike their YouTube channels or Twitter accounts into oblivion. All of these things don't necessarily just threaten the people that they're targeting, or when they try to target somebody and end up getting somebody else, they don't just affect those people. It creates the idea or the aura or whatever word you could use out in the community that if you criticize these guys, if you want to sit down at your channel and pick a topic to talk about that you really think is interesting, that you really want to put a video out on, if you are deciding to speak on this topic and you see that this behavior is happening and these types of things are happening because of these people, it's all been recorded and documented and proven to this point, you yourself may not want to criticize them. And you see this happen mostly on YouTube and the internet when people are defending others based on bad reasons. Like, why are these two creators defending the MOMager and Lillie Jean on what they're doing when so many people look at the evidence and come out the other side, drawing the conclusion that Primink and Creepshow and so many other commentators, respected commentators in the community have drawn? Why would they defend the MOMager? Why would they defend them? Well, obviously because they see that big Instagram follower count and think that they're going to get some type of clout following or shout out from defending Lillie Jean. This is evident on Twitter and other places where these two people are constantly tagging Lillie Jean and the MOMager when defending them or attacking other people.
Sorry, I just think I'm too stupid to understand this.
I do want everybody to focus in on what doxing is and to make sure that they do understand that that is what they did. So let's go into that really fast. There are various law firms that discuss the definition of doxing, but the main points that everybody comes back to when talking about this practice, of course, is the fact that what you're doing is gaining the information about somebody that can identify their location, where they are, and who they are, so that some type of harassment, bullying, or fear of these things can be implanted in them to instill or to give them the fear, or the thought that somebody may do something bad to them based off of that information. So when you have somebody just appearing to be doing these things, like looking up their phone number, then threatening to put it out, threatening to track the person, threatening to find pictures of them and reveal the pictures instead of letting that person do it, a lot of people don't tolerate this behavior. It doesn't factor into some type of commentary, some type of opinion, some type of thought process on the internet whatsoever. The entire, let's use this situation as an example. The entire situation breaks down to many different people having what seems to be different thoughts about Lillie Jeans base being real or fake. And in order to respond on it, people are going to look at the evidence and come to their opinion and publish it, like Primink and Creepshow and I have done and others have done. When people realize that they could respond with some type of response video or commentary video, I think that what's going on is that they're realizing they don't have any good points to make. They don't have any good response to put out. They don't have anything that they can say that will up or will be better than what the other people have put out. They won't gain support from it, and they know it. So they resort to the tactic of trying to reduce the amount of people that will weigh in on a situation, reduce the amount of people that will commentate or give an opinion by threatening doxing, creating the perceived vision of doxing, or even trolling like they're going to dox, as we've seen some other people do in the situation. What do I think you should do when somebody threatens these things? I think the entire YouTube community should rise up and do videos, respond, because that's what they're trying to prevent by doing this thing. This thing does not convey their opinion. It doesn't help other people to weigh in. And if you really feel like you're going to win this whole argument, or you feel like you're on the winning side, or that you have evidence to prove what you're saying, then you would argue those things instead of trying to threaten others or to stop others from weighing in. The best thing to do would be for anyone out there that even sees this in any way to make a video, to give their opinion, and to break it down. That's exactly what I'm going to do right now.
Sorry, I just think I'm too stupid to understand this. That's a genuinely shocking fact.
Are you serious? This is torture. You're torturing me and everyone else watching.
Man, it's getting hot in here. I hope you don't mind I unbutton a couple buttons here. I hope you don't mind that.
You a stupid hoe. 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 You a stupid hoe.
You obviously know that I do believe she faked her accounts, or for followers. She faked her social media presence. Who do I think was responsible, the momager or Lillie Jean? Well, I do think that the momager was mostly responsible, and I hope that Lillie Jean eventually will wake up that what her mother has done is something far worse than what everyone else has done in the situation, save the two doxers, McRae and the other. The mother has done something very bad, because Lillie Jean, while she may not be a makeup guru, and she may not be the best artist ever, is doing something really awesome. She's being creative, she's weighing in, she's doing her thing, and I know a lot of people don't like what she's done, and a lot of it's memey and very funny, but if she did put the time and effort into perfecting what she's doing and documented it through her YouTube or her Instagram and showed how in the beginning she wasn't as good and then got better and better and better, then maybe she could have grown a following, and maybe she could have had a lot of people be inspired by the progress she made and then support her because of it. That's all lost because of the behavior of the momager. Also, if you look at Lillie Jean on YouTube, she's very good at speaking to the camera and conveying a thought process throughout a video that's being recorded. So I do think that Lillie Jean might have had a little bit of success on YouTube if the momager wouldn't have made the decisions she made and pushed the type of things she pushed. The real sad part of the story, the really bad part of the story, in my opinion, really sits with the momager connecting Lillie Jean to these two nefarious older people. It's really disgusting in a way that these two older men are even trying trying to defend this person, white knight for this very young individual, just because they want some clout through Instagram. This is one of those situations where I'm not going to include the momager. I think that these two creepers are weighing in because of something about them and something about Lillie Jean that makes them want to white knight for her and take an illogical opinion in defense of her that really is harmful toward Lillie Jean too, because if she feels like she has adults backing her, other adults that aren't her mother, then she's going to have a hard time coming to the realization that the way that they're going is wrong, and it'll prevent her from making that right decision to move on and do what she needs to do to get out of that, in my opinion. So I think the worst thing that the mother did was bring these guys in so that they could try to create the perception that there's this big group of people that support Lillie, and that these YouTubers, who they are, they're good guys that will support Lillie. Her mother doesn't check anything, as we know by her mother calling the wrong job for the people she tried to dox and threaten, doxing the wrong people when she tried to do these things. She doesn't check, she doesn't fact check, and when she looked up these two guys, she either knew about their past, which is a history of cyberbullying, cyber stalking, and doxing, or she didn't and just let them come in because they were the only two skeezers that would be willing to step up and take a chance, roll the dice when there is the question. Most people that want to chase clout wouldn't touch Lillie Jean and her mother with a 10-foot pole due to the assumption that many people have and the opinion that many people have over their following being fake. You can't gain clout if the following's fake. You see where I'm going with that? So I think Lillie Jean's mother had to grab the two most desperate people on the internet to defend them, and basically had to pick them because they were the only two people that would step up and do this. I think she only looked at follower count or subscriber count, and that's the only reason that she weighed in. And it's pretty sad because when you do that, it locked Lillie Jean into being connected to these two people. So all the doxings that one has done, which is in the manner of 10 or 11, and all the doxings another has done, which is 3 or 4 that we know of, and then you look at all the people that have been cyber stalked and bullied by these two other YouTubers that are connected to these people now, it really does damn Lillie Jean's future and puts her in with them forever. Let's just say Lillie Jean tries to disconnect herself from her mother, tries to walk away from these guys and do something real with the following, whatever it may be that she has, this stigma will follow her. And I don't think it's Lillie Jean's fault that these two are attached to her. I think the momager did it because they've got a few subscribers on social media. By the way, they don't have that many. It wasn't worth it to any means whatsoever. But when you're desperate, like the momager was, having all the money, the thought of the brands working with them, the thought of the clicks, the thought of those payments coming in, since that was being taken away from them with Instagram, peeling the fake subscribers away from their accounts, the only thing she had left to do was reach out to the most desperate of YouTubers and get them to, with the promise of 1 million fake subscribers giving them clout and clicks, defend these guys illogically. And then when they couldn't win an argument due to their illogical backing, they had to, once again, they had to go to doxing, harassing, and threatening to get their point across. I want to shout out Creepshow Art and Primink and tell them that what they've done is something that is greater than they could ever know, because there are people on the internet that have been dealing with the BS from these guys for a long time. And if the greater YouTube community does step in on this and does call these guys out for what they are, what it can be proved that they are, and people shouldn't be okay with them doing this to Creepshow, and they shouldn't be okay with them, like with the McRae, when Creepshow responded and Lillie Jean and her mother started to cry, everybody's bullying us. Who do you think stepped up and did a live stream stating the definition of bullying and harassment to fit Lillie Jean and her mother's narrative? That's right, the silver-haired Grinch himself. And these types of things are fake, they're forced, they are obvious what they're doing, and it's sad in the end. Hopefully, I do hope Lillie Jean will break away, and by breaking away, maybe whatever real people are there will follow her, but if she decides to stay, then she deserves to be right there next to the harassers and doxers of the platform. I'm UNIRock. Thanks for watching. I'm going to get this uploaded. Please go watch Primink's video. Once you've watched Primink's video, please watch Creepshow Art's 2 videos that I'll put all 3 down in the About section to give you the backing on everything that's happened. And please, in the future, make sure you guys give a lot of support to creators like Primink and Creepshow that are willing to step up and call these guys out, because it's the thing that's going to stop them from doing this in the future. UNIRock, out.
I can go ahead and just click this right here and go boop, 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 boop.
Sorry, I just think I'm too stupid to understand this. That's a genuinely shocking fact.
Are you serious? This is torture. You're torturing me and everyone else watching. Wait.
Man, it's getting hot in here. I hope you don't mind I unbutton a couple buttons here. I hope you don't mind that.
You a stupid hoe. 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 You a stupid hoe.